Good morning sunrise. Every single day is a new chance to rewrite your story, to rise stronger, to become the person you were meant to be. When you wake up early, you're not just starting your day, you're starting your life the right way. Sunrise. The world is quiet in the early hours. While others are still sleeping, you are already winning. Waking up early is more than just a habit, it's a commitment to discipline, growth, and control over your own life. When you rise before the rest of the world, you make a powerful statement to yourself. I'm serious about my goals, and I'm willing to do what most people won't. The first battle of every day begins when the alarm rings. In that moment, you have a choice, to surrender to comfort or to rise with purpose. Choosing to wake up early means choosing discipline, and discipline is the foundation of all success. Discipline isn't about forcing yourself to do hard things, it's about building habits that align with your vision. When you wake up early, you're taking control of your time instead of letting time control you. Those quiet hours before the world wakes up are sacred, they belong only to you. There's no noise, no distraction, no competition. It's just you, your thoughts, and your mission. That's where true focus is born. You can plan your day, visualize your goals, and start working while others are still sleeping. The peace of early morning gives you a mental edge that sets the tone for the rest of your day. Most people underestimate the power of early mornings because they associate success with talent or luck. But in reality, success is built on discipline. The most successful people in the world, athletes, leaders, entrepreneurs, and creators, all share this one trait: they master their mornings. They understand that consistency in waking up early shapes their mindset, sharpens their focus, and fuels their productivity. When you wake up early consistently, your mind learns to function with precision and clarity. You become more organized, more aware, and more intentional with your actions. Waking up early also builds inner strength. It teaches you to overcome resistance. Every time you ignore the temptation to hit the snooze button, you're training your brain to choose progress over comfort. That single decision every morning becomes the foundation for other powerful choices throughout the day. The discipline you build in the first hour of the day becomes the discipline that carries you through challenges, distractions, and setbacks. When you wake up early, you prove to yourself that you're capable of keeping promises to yourself, and that's one of the strongest forms of self-respect. There's also something deeply spiritual about rising before dawn. The stillness of the morning gives you space to connect with your purpose, with God, and with your inner peace. You can pray, meditate, or simply reflect on your blessings and your goals. This calmness strengthens your mindset and prepares your heart for whatever the day brings. Instead of rushing into chaos, you begin from a place of gratitude and direction. That's what separates a powerful morning from an ordinary one: intention. When you make waking up early a lifestyle, you stop reacting to the world and start creating your own rhythm. You begin each day ahead, not behind. You get time to take care of your health, read something meaningful, work on your dreams, or simply enjoy a few moments of silence. And slowly, this routine transforms you. It builds patience, resilience, and self-belief. Because each time you rise early, you're reminding yourself, I am in control. I am capable. I am committed. So when your alarm rings tomorrow, don't think of it as a burden, think of it as an opportunity. The opportunity to grow stronger, to become more disciplined, and to live with purpose. Waking up early is not about losing sleep, it's about gaining time, energy, and clarity. It's about building the mindset that winners live by. And once you develop that discipline, no dream will ever feel too far away. The early hours of the morning hold a power that many people overlook. When the world is still quiet, the air feels cleaner, and the noise of life hasn't yet begun, that's when true clarity and connection happen. Waking up early isn't just about getting more done, it's about giving yourself the space to listen to your thoughts, connect with your purpose, and strengthen your relationship with God or whatever gives your life meaning. In those moments before the world starts moving, you get to reconnect with yourself, the version of you that knows what you want and why you're here. Morning clarity is a gift that only comes when the world is still. You're not yet pulled into messages, calls, or distractions. Your mind is open, fresh, and unburdened by the chaos of the day. That silence allows you to think clearly, plan intentionally, and feel deeply. It's the time when your priorities come into focus. You start seeing what truly matters, instead of what simply feels urgent. When you begin your day in silence and reflection, you create direction, you give your life a sense of order. You stop reacting to life and start designing it. Connection in the morning also means aligning your actions with your values. Before you face the demands of the world, you get the chance to ground yourself. You can pray, meditate, journal, or simply sit in gratitude for being alive. This is not about religion alone. It's about recognizing that life itself is a gift and that each new morning is another chance to do better, love deeper, and walk closer to your purpose. That connection brings peace, and peace brings strength. A calm heart is a powerful heart. When you wake up early and spend a few moments in quiet reflection, you start your day from a place of strength and awareness. You can ask yourself important questions. What do I want to achieve today? What kind of person do I want to be? How can I make today meaningful? These moments of intentional thinking help you create alignment between your thoughts, emotions, and actions. It's in this alignment that true success begins. You no longer move through your day blindly, you move with purpose, guided by clarity and faith. The early morning is also the best time to connect with your goals. It's when your mind is most creative and least distracted. You can visualize your dreams, write them down, or take small actions toward them before anyone else even starts their day. That sense of progress, even if small, gives you energy and motivation to keep going. Each morning becomes a fresh opportunity to take one more step toward your future. And with every sunrise, your confidence grows because you know you're not just existing, you're living intentionally. In those quiet hours, you also connect with gratitude. You realize how many things you already have: your health, your breath, your opportunities. Gratitude turns ordinary mornings into powerful ones because it shifts your focus from what's missing to what's possible. A grateful heart attracts positivity, and that energy stays with you throughout the day. When you begin your morning with thankfulness, you attract peace, productivity, and joy. Connection and clarity in the morning also protect your mind from chaos later in the day. When you start grounded, external stress doesn't control you. You respond with calm instead of reacting with frustration. You stay centered because you already built that inner balance at the start of the day. That's what makes morning rituals so powerful. They shape not just how your day unfolds, but how your life unfolds. So, when the sun rises tomorrow, don't rush. Don't grab your phone or worry about the world's noise. Instead, take a deep breath and connect with yourself, with your purpose, with your creator. Feel the stillness, appreciate the silence, and set your intentions. Those few minutes of peace will give you more strength than hours of chaos ever could. Because clarity and connection are not found in the noise, they're born in the silence of the morning. Success is not built in one big moment, it's created through the small daily choices that shape who you become. Every single morning, life presents you with a decision: to rise or to stay still, to move forward or to wait, to take control or to let the day control you. Waking up early and starting your day right is one of those small but powerful choices that lead to transformation over time. It might seem simple, but the decision to get out of bed when your body wants comfort builds the mental muscle you need to face bigger challenges in life. Success begins in these quiet, unseen moments when no one is watching, and you choose discipline over ease. Small daily choices are what separate dreamers from doers. Many people have big goals, but only a few are willing to take small, consistent steps every day toward them. That's what waking up early represents: consistency. When you choose to wake up early, you are saying yes to progress, even when it's uncomfortable. Each day you rise before the world, you strengthen your character and remind yourself that your goals matter more than your excuses. You're creating habits that align with your dreams, and those habits eventually define your destiny. The truth is, success isn't the result of sudden luck or a single opportunity, it's the product of countless small efforts repeated daily. The decision to wake up early to pray, exercise, read, or plan your day might feel small, but it's a declaration of intent. It's you telling yourself that you're serious about becoming better. Every time you follow through, you build trust with yourself, and that trust is powerful. It becomes the foundation of confidence and self-belief. When you know you can keep small promises to yourself, you start believing you can achieve bigger ones too. Choosing to wake up early and take control of your mornings also teaches you responsibility. You begin to understand that your success depends on your actions, not on circumstances or luck. You stop waiting for the right time and start creating it. Those small decisions, to rise, to work, to stay focused, accumulate into something extraordinary. Each time you choose discipline, you grow a little stronger. Each time you resist laziness, you build resilience. And over time, those small victories turn into massive results. The beauty of small daily choices is that they compound. Like drops of water filling a bucket, the results may not be visible at first, but with time, they overflow. Waking up early once won't change your life, but doing it consistently will. It will give you more time to think, to grow, and to act on your goals. It will give you momentum, and momentum is one of the most powerful forces in success. Once you build it, it pushes you forward naturally, making it easier to stay productive and motivated. But these choices don't just change your habits, they change your mindset. When you start your day early and make intentional decisions, you begin to see yourself differently. You stop identifying as someone who struggles, and you start seeing yourself as someone capable of control and discipline. That shift in identity changes everything, because success always starts in the mind. The way you think determines the way you act, and the way you act determines the life you live. So, every morning, when that alarm rings, remember this: it's not just another day, it's another opportunity to prove to yourself that you're committed to growth. Your future isn't shaped by what you do once in a while, it's shaped by what you do every single day. The choice to wake up early, to focus, to push yourself, these are the small daily decisions that build the foundation of greatness. Every morning is a new beginning, a chance to get closer to the life you dream of. Success is not in the big moments of glory, it's in the small moments of discipline that no one sees but that change everything. The way you begin your morning sets the entire tone for your day. If you start the day with purpose, gratitude, and focus, everything that follows tends to align with that same energy. On the other hand, if you begin your morning rushed, distracted, or unmotivated, the rest of the day often feels chaotic and unbalanced. That's why the saying, win the morning, win the day, holds so much truth. The first few hours after waking up are the foundation of your mindset, productivity, and emotional balance. When you take charge of your mornings, you take charge of your life. Winning the morning doesn't mean you have to do something extraordinary. It simply means you create a routine that empowers you instead of drains you. When you wake up early and start your day with intention, you give yourself the gift of time, time to think, plan, and prepare. That calm, centered beginning allows you to respond to life with control instead of reacting to it in panic. Mornings are the most powerful part of the day because they set the rhythm for everything that follows. If your first actions are positive, focused, and peaceful, that energy carries you through the rest of the day. Every successful person knows that mornings are sacred. The early hours are when your mind is sharpest, your body is rested, and your spirit is open. It's when you can think clearly about your goals, your values, and the direction you want your life to go. By dedicating this time to yourself, through prayer, exercise, reading, or simply sitting in silence, you build mental strength and emotional clarity. You remind yourself that you are in control of how this day unfolds. You stop letting circumstances dictate your mood and start leading your life from within. Winning the morning is not about perfection, it's about consistency. Even simple acts like making your bed, drinking water, and planning your day create a sense of accomplishment. These small wins build momentum, and momentum is what keeps you moving forward throughout the day. When you start your morning with discipline, you already begin the day as a winner. That sense of progress fuels motivation and reduces stress, making you more confident and productive. A strong morning routine also protects your energy. When you take the time to center yourself early, you're less likely to be affected by negativity or distraction later in the day. You respond more calmly to challenges because you've already grounded yourself mentally. Instead of being reactive, you become proactive, guiding your actions with focus and calm determination. Winning the morning isn't just about doing more, it's about being more peaceful, more aware, more grateful, and more prepared. When you make a habit of starting your day right, you begin to notice changes not only in your productivity but in your mindset. You stop dreading mornings and start looking forward to them because they represent a fresh start, another chance to grow, improve, and live with purpose. You feel in control because you're no longer waking up late or rushing through the day without direction. You're living with structure, balance, and intention. Think of your morning as the foundation of a building. If the foundation is strong, the structure above it will stand tall and stable. But if it's weak or neglected, everything built on top of it will eventually crumble. The same goes for your life. A strong morning gives you the strength to handle whatever comes your way, no matter how difficult or unpredictable the day may be. So, wake up early, take a deep breath, and start your day with gratitude. Move your body, clear your mind, and focus on what truly matters. Every morning is a new opportunity to reset and refocus. When you begin the day by winning the small battles, getting up on time, being thankful, setting goals, you create the mindset of a winner. And that mindset doesn't fade once the morning ends, it stays with you, guiding every decision, every action, every success. Win the morning, and you've already won the day. Every new morning is a reminder that life is a gift, a fresh start filled with endless possibilities. Gratitude and action are two powerful forces that can transform that gift into something meaningful. When you wake up with a grateful heart and pair that feeling with purposeful action, you set yourself on a path of growth, strength, and fulfillment. Gratitude gives you the right mindset, while action turns that mindset into reality. Together, they form the perfect balance between appreciating where you are and striving for where you want to go. The moment you open your eyes, you are given another chance, a chance to learn, to improve, to make better choices, and to move one step closer to your dreams. Too often, people start their mornings thinking about what they lack or what's wrong in their lives. But when you begin your day by simply saying, "Thank you," everything changes. Gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance. It reminds you that, despite challenges, you already have blessings around you, your breath, your health, your family, and the opportunity to start again. That perspective fills you with peace and positivity before the day even begins. However, gratitude alone isn't enough, it needs to be followed by action. Real growth comes when you take the energy from gratitude and use it to move forward. Saying, "Thank you," is powerful, but living like you're thankful is life-changing. When you truly appreciate the day you've been given, you stop wasting time on excuses. You stop waiting for the perfect moment because you realize that the perfect moment is now. Every small action you take, getting up early, exercising, learning, or working toward your goals, becomes an expression of gratitude. You're not just thankful in words, you're thankful through effort. Action gives direction to your gratitude. It's how you honor your blessings. When you use your time wisely, when you take steps toward your goals, you're telling the universe that you value the opportunities you've been given. And with every small act of effort, you grow stronger, more confident, and more capable. Success doesn't come from just feeling inspired, it comes from showing up every day with a grateful heart and a determined spirit. Gratitude keeps you grounded, and action keeps you progressing. There will always be days that test your patience, days when you don't feel like doing anything. On those days, gratitude is your anchor. It reminds you of how far you've come and how much you still have. Even when things aren't perfect, being thankful helps you find meaning in the struggle. It gives you the courage to keep moving, even if progress feels slow. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring your challenges, it means facing them with faith that they're shaping you into someone stronger. Taking action. After gratitude turns your mornings into a powerful ritual of renewal. You start the day not just with appreciation, but with purpose. Whether it's working on a dream, improving your health, or simply being kind to others, every action becomes a seed for growth. Over time, those seeds grow into habits, and those habits build your character. You start to see results, not because of luck, but because of your consistency and mindset. The combination of gratitude and action creates balance in life. Gratitude keeps your heart humble, while action keeps your mind sharp. One teaches you to appreciate what you have, the other teaches you to create what you want. When you wake up each morning and practice both, you start living a life of harmony and strength. You stop chasing happiness and start building it from within. So every morning, when the sun rises, take a deep breath and say, "Thank you." Then, get up and do something that moves you closer to your dreams. Let gratitude be the fuel and action be the engine.